Hello everyone and welcome to Simple Forex Setup Show. Today I'm going to be going through 10 currency pairs and looking at setup on the 4-hour time frame. So let me get started. Hi everyone, welcome. If you are live with me on Zoom, feel free to pop in your questions into the chat box and I'll answer as I go along. Let me share my screen. All right, here we go. Hi, Danny. Hi, everyone. So the first currency pair I will be starting with is GBPUSD. And today I will be looking for long opportunities. So on the daily, the price action is now back above that previous level of support. So I will be looking on the 4-hourly time frame for any pullback and looking for opportunities to go long. If the price does pull back too far and goes back below that previous level of support, then that will change also the direction. But at the moment, looking for long opportunities here. The next currency pair I'm looking at is EURUSD. And on the 4-hourly time frame, I'm looking for short opportunities. So we have been in the downtrend on this pair for quite some time. We've had a bit of a pullback, not quite deep enough to go back to the previous level of support, but that may be okay. We will have a look on the 4-hourly. If we get price action going further up to the previous trend line or to the previous level of support, then I'll be looking for short. Otherwise, if from where it is now starts to continue back in the downtrend, we can also look for just entry to continue with the current trend. But ideally, I'm looking for a pullback, perhaps to the top of the previous highs here, and also to the top of the previous trend line there. So looking for short. Next currency pair I'm looking at is AUDUSD. And AUDUSD I'm looking for long. So it has now gone back up above the previous level of support. So I'm looking for some kind of pullback, either to the EMA or to the previous level of support. And on the 4-hour time frame, I'm looking for some red bars in the direction, and then I will be looking for long opportunities. Even if the price comes back down to the previous lows here, and that would be good too. So looking for any bounces of those areas to go for a long opportunity. The next currency pair I'm looking at is GBPJPY. And GBPJPY, I'm looking at long opportunities. We are, the price has been falling from that previous level of resistance. And I was looking for short from there, but now we're in a bit of a wedge. So the current trend is to go back up from the bottom of the channel. So it could go further up, back up to possibly the previous high or to the previous level of resistance. So on the 4-hour, if there is a pullback, then I'm looking for long opportunities. Otherwise, possibly continuing with that trend to go further long as well. If around the top here it starts to reverse, then I would be very careful, taking partial profits and potentially getting out of the trade if there is not much room to go further. The next currency pair I'm looking at is EURJPY. And EURJPY, I'm looking at short opportunities. So here we have been coming off that previous level of resistance, and we are back in a downtrend there now. So looking for any pullback to the previous sort of trend line, or any decent size pullback, and then looking for reversal. Otherwise, if we continue with that trend, then potentially can look for just continuation in the downward general direction. Next currency pair I'm looking at is USDJPY. And USDJPY, I'm now looking at potentially short. It's not really in a downtrend just yet, just because we have that really long uptrend. But there is a potential that if we do have on the 4-hourly price come up to the trend line, the short-term trend line that just formed, then we could look for short opportunities from there. The other area to look for reversal is around the bottom of the previous low. So around there as well could be an option. Depends what the price action looks like at that time. The next currency pair I'm looking at is USDCAD. And USDCAD, I'm looking at short. So we've had that price action bounce around the top of that previous level of resistance. We've had a number of touches, and we had a bit of a false break and coming down. So still looking at short opportunities on this pair. On the 4-hourly, I'm looking for some kind of pullback first. So looking at pullback, a number of candles to go in the opposite direction, and then looking for short opportunities there. Again, if this just keeps going, there might be opportunities just to go short from where it is, just being mindful that there is some level of support coming up in that area, so may not have enough room for a short from where it is at the moment. That's why I always prefer a pullback first to know that there is enough room for a trade. The next currency pair I'm looking at is EURAUD, and here I'm looking for short. So we've had price now break beneath that previous level of support. So I'm looking for price to go back up. So a pullback and then a retest of that previous support, or just any support in that, any pullback to say a smaller time frame trend line. And if there is a reversal around that, just for the continuation of that current trend. The next currency pair I'm looking at is EURGBP, and EURGBP I'm looking for short opportunities. So we've had price come down off the top level of resistance, and we've had a new lower high on the daily time frame and back in the direction going down. So for the 4-hourly setup, I'm looking for pullback either to the top of that trend line, or also it could be to the previous previous lows, so around here, or even around there as well. So then looking for reversal in those areas to see if there is anything to take as a short opportunity. And the last currency pair I'll be looking at is GBPCAD. And GBPCAD, I'm looking for short. So on the daily time frame, we are below the previous level of support, and now looking at retest for a level of resistance. So I would look for some price action to go in there, to go up to the previous trend line or to that level of previous support. However, if it does continue as it has been, just slowly trickling down, then there might be an opportunity and a reversal earlier on that smaller time frame trend line. So it would be, for example, like a false break here, then could go short from that point on as well. Just bearing in mind that we do have some news coming up in the next day. So just be mindful that markets might either be just going sideways in preparation and also moving quite fast after that. So make sure that you are managing your risk very well. Any questions, please pop them in the chat. I will have a look at the chat. Okay, no questions. I will pop my link to the Simple Forex Setup Inner Circle, which is a Telegram group. If you want to follow along the trades and trade management, you can sign up there and can try for free for the first month. So if there's no more questions, thank you so much. I appreciate everyone who's been online and everyone who's watching. Hi, Alvin. Hi, Danny. Hi, everyone that's joined. Hi, LS. Hi, Sim. Naresh, hi. A few people joined in as well after the start. So thank you very much. Appreciate you. Have a great week of trading. And I will see you again next Wednesday, 12 p.m. Singapore time. Bye for now.